Welcome to Concrete Block, the podcast where we dive into the latest news and current events shaping our world. As we explore the complex landscape of European politics, a fascinating story has caught our attention. It appears that Roberta Metsola, the president of the European Parliament, is facing a critical moment in her tenure. With elections on the horizon and a potential bid for re-election, Metsola's leadership style and allegiances are under scrutiny. According to Irish MEP Barry Andrews, Metsola's recent press conference raised concerns about her willingness to represent the interests of the Parliament rather than those of national governments. Andrews argues that Metsola's statement about keeping majorities working could be seen as a commitment to delivering votes in Parliament as demanded by governments, rather than extracting compromises from them. This criticism comes at a time when the European Parliament is navigating complex files, including the EU's long-term budget for 2028 to 2034. As Andrews notes, the Parliament must stand up to governments and fight for its power, rather than simply following orders. The example of former President Martin Schulz, who rejected the government's budget proposal in 2013, is cited as a precedent for assertive parliamentary leadership. As we consider the implications of Metsola's leadership and the future of the European Parliament, it's essential to acknowledge the nuances of this situation. While some may view Metsola's approach as pragmatic and effective, others see it as a threat to parliamentary democracy. We'll continue to monitor this story and provide updates as more information becomes available. In other news, the call for an open campaign for the office of president is growing, with the Renew Group considering putting forward a candidate. This development could potentially break the duopoly of the center-right European People's Party and center-left Socialists and Democrats, which have traditionally dominated the office of president. We'll be right back with more of today's top news on Concrete Block. Welcome back to Concrete Block. We're diving into a developing story that's caught our attention. Reports are emerging from Iran about an incident at the Bushehr nuclear power plant, where a projectile allegedly hit the premises. The Atomic Energy Organization of Iran has stated that no damage was done to the plant, and there were no injuries or casualties among the staff. However, the incident has raised concerns due to the sensitive nature of nuclear facilities. The International Atomic Energy Agency, or IAEA, has been informed about the incident and has issued a statement saying that they're monitoring the situation closely. It's worth noting that Iran has been at odds with the United States and Israel over its nuclear program, and this latest development has sparked fears about potential escalation. Now, it's essential to approach this story with caution, as details are still coming in, and different parties involved may have varying accounts of what happened. The Iranian government has blamed the US and Israel for the incident, but so far, there's no independent confirmation of these claims. To put this into perspective, the Bushehr nuclear power plant is a significant facility that provides a small percentage of Iran's electricity. It's been a subject of interest and concern in the international community due to its potential implications for nuclear proliferation. As we continue to follow this story, it's crucial to consider multiple sources and await further verification before drawing conclusions. The situation remains fluid, and any developments will be closely watched by the global community. For now, that's where the story stands. We'll keep a close eye on any updates and provide you with balanced and accurate information as more details emerge. Welcome back to Concrete Block. As we wrap up today's show, we're taking a closer look at the escalating tensions in the Middle East. Reports are emerging that Iran's giant South Pars gas field in the Persian Gulf has been struck by the US and Israel. This would mark the first time an Iranian upstream oil and gas facility has been targeted during the ongoing conflict. According to sources, the attack on the gas field has led to a significant jump in oil prices, raising concerns about the potential impact on global energy markets. The situation is being closely monitored by international leaders, with many calling for a diplomatic resolution to the crisis. It's essential to note that the details of the attack are still emerging, and both US and Israeli officials have not publicly confirmed their involvement. However, Iranian authorities have condemned the strike, describing it as a reckless and dangerous escalation of the conflict. As the situation continues to unfold, we urge all parties involved to prioritize diplomacy and work towards a peaceful resolution. The consequences of further escalation could be catastrophic, with far-reaching implications for global stability and security. We'll continue to follow this story and provide updates as more information becomes available. In the meantime, it's crucial to consider multiple perspectives and sources to gain a deeper understanding of this complex issue. That's all for today's Concrete Block. Remember to like, share, and subscribe, and until next time, stay informed.